have a question for me. I see it.
I need to open a file that's too big for my phone. Do you have a laptop I could use?
Laptop? No. You should go to Aparat. They sell computers. Many choices, none too expensive.
Thank you. Is it far from here?
Oh, you will want to go there anyway. It is in Old Town Square. You will see it.
Have you had any more troubles with your coffee maker?
Kind of you to ask. So far, so coffee.
Have you visited Slati Custom Jewelry?
Zlati? Ha! I could not even afford to walk in.
Do you know Vladena Slati?
She visits from time to time. She only drinks black coffee. I tell her she should take a pinch of cinnamon, which is my preference. She doesn't listen.
So you don't know her well?
I know all I need to.
What do you think of the castle exhibition?
It is our patrimony. Quite a selection of priceless and cherished jewels. A shame so few get to see their beauty.
With gems that rare, I'm sure people must travel from all over the world to see them.
And they do, but they are very rarely on display. We can only see them on special occasions, like now. Sometimes we wait 20 years. You may get the chance to see them yourself, if you don't mind waiting in long lines. I would wear jewels like that every day if I could.
Do you know Oscar Dvorak?
His name? No. If he came in, I might know by how he takes his coffee.
Thank you. I'll be back if I get lost on the way to Apparat.
Before you go, a small favor.
Another missing part?
Could you bring this coffee to the man sitting over there on your way out?
I don't see why not.
Thank you, Nancy.
I believe this is for you.
Ah, thank you. Patrice's latest victim, I see?
I take it she makes a habit of enlisting customers.
Only those too kind to say no. I never shy from an opportunity to serve.
In that case, I might have a question or two. My name is Nancy Drew.
Leo Sokol, welcome to Prague.
Do you serve as a priest near here?
I am honored to serve at St. Vitus Cathedral, though I can't claim the same preeminence as the kings and emperors and saints laid to rest there.
A cathedral must be a lot of work.
Not from me. It is owned by the Czech people, like the rest of the palace complex. I do my small part.
I noticed you dropped some cards.
My simple pleasure? A game called Marius, where you collect tricks to win. We play with a smaller deck than you may be familiar with.
Oh, I've played a trick-taking game like that before. Maybe I could play you sometime.
No, not a good idea.
Why not?
It is not polite for me to defeat tourists,
You're confident.
And we would need 3 or 4 players, with a full deck of cards, as I keep losing mine.
Another time, then. Like one of these?
Yes. It is mine. You serve me yet again. Thank you.
You must have heard about the gem forgeries in Prague. What do you think?
Not the usual tourist question.
I'm not the usual tourist.
What is your interest?
I met Adela Cherna yesterday. Do you know her? She had her own necklace stolen.
The museum forgeries are in the past, but perhaps the threat remains. Well, I have friends at the palace. I should ask them about the state of our security.
Please do. I would still like to know more about how the investigation has turned up no leads.
Oh, I see no harm. Come find me in my cathedral office.
I should get going. I have some cards to find.
I wish it were not true. I play with...
I will. Thank you.
Good. But don't be too long. I am leaving town soon. I hope to see you before I go.
Hello, what can I do for you?
That obvious I speak English?
I guessed right. I also guess you need some tech?
I do.
You either wanted that, my school notes, or a puppet, so... I am Elka. What can I get you?
I'm Nancy Drew. It's nice to meet you, Elka. Do you have a small laptop? Something with lots of storage space. Nothing fancy.
Yes, of course. I have one secondhand that I wiped clean myself.
That sounds perfect.
Almost perfect. It is missing a charger, but you should be able to find one at an internet cafe.
I know a place.
Good.
You can't mention a puppet and not explain why.
My grandfather. He works on the collectibles side of Apparat. He fixes, among other gadgets and junk, puppets and marionettes.
Junk? You must not care for his work much.
Oh, I love him, of course. But don't tell him I called his work junk. And especially don't tell Radek.
Who is Radek?
Ah, you have not been to the Marionette Theater. Radek is a boy with floppy hair and a cute smile who puts on puppet shows for kids and tourists.
A cute smile?
You will not tell him I said so.
Of course not.
My grandfather fixes his marionettes whenever they fall apart, which is often. I never know what to say to him.
Hello is a start.
Radek always seems so preoccupied. Who knew puppetry was so stressful?
So, you are still in school. What are you studying?
Yes, I'm studying computer science with a focus on cybersecurity.
Impressive. Why cybersecurity?
No matter how tech literate you are, You can never be too careful on the internet these days.
Sounds like you have a reason to be cautious. Have you had any cybersecurity issues yourself?
Some believe that local hackers have been harassing government sites, but I am not the government, so I don't care.
Who do you think the hackers are?
Students, perhaps.
Thank you for the laptop.
Feel free to return here if you have any troubles with it. And do let me know if you see Radic's show.
Thank you. I will. See you.
Dobry den.
Dobry den. I hope it's all right if we speak in English.
Yes, it is okay.
I see you are quite the artisan and collector. I found this iron key. Can you tell me what it's for?
It's one of the 7 keys of Prague.
The 7 keys of Prague.
Ah, if you don't know, I shouldn't tell you.
Now I have to know.
Let me see the key. You found it where?
In an old book in the Hungerkünstler Cafe.
We Czechs have many legends. The legend of the 7 keys is one every Czech child learns. Even you can learn about it at the Marionette show in the square. When you come back, I will tell you what I learned from it. No charge.
Thank you. Elka was right. You don't have any computers I can use.
Computers belong to her side of the shop.
What do you focus on?
Anything that needs fixing. From the time when craft mattered.
What kind of crafts?
Things that require skills handed down through generations. And a few trinkets.
Does Elka run the shop?
She would like to think so. I tell her to go study, but she does not listen. She works too hard like her mother.
Does her mother work here too?
Her mother passed some time ago.
I'm sorry.
We do all right.
I should get going.
Yeah, come back sometime.
Je to připravené?
Not ready yet, Radek.
Still no word on Papa 12?
I was just leaving.
Oh, are you a tourist?
I suppose I am.
Then please come to my Marionette show this afternoon. I'm sorry, I should introduce myself. I'm Radek Napovim.
Oh, I'm Nancy Drew.
And I'm a master puppeteer. Normally, I work hard to keep the old traditions alive. When you come, you will see Prog's history come to life. I promise.
Sounds interesting. I look forward to being there.
And I will see you at the theater. Oh, you came! Except, I'm sorry, I may not have a show for you or the fans. My assistant couldn't come today. The puppets don't operate themselves.
Well, that would be disappointing. Is there something I can help with?
Yeah, there's a lot to do. The stage has to be set up. The marionettes need their costumes. No, I couldn't ask you, but, well, will you?
How much time do we have? We'd better get started.
I mean, what? Wait, you're serious? That's great! The show must go on.
I've nearly got it, but something is still off. All right, let's go. Great. Let's do it. Now, this scene doesn't go something like this. It goes exactly like this. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. Now, this scene doesn't go something like this. It goes exactly like this. Great, we did it. This would be fun to do again.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all around the world. Today, you will see the magic of the theater and relive the time when the world stage was made for the marionettes. See one of the oldest art forms come to life. Gather round and experience the wonder and mystery of kings, keys, and the secrets of the Royal Bohemian Crown Jewels.
Good day to all of you. I am King Maria Theresa. Yes, I'm a king. Have you seen my beautiful crown?
Yes, it must be known that this royal is the only woman to hold the position in her own right.
You see, even in the decree, it wasn't easy to be recognized and crowned a ruler as a woman.
And yet, you were crowned, and wore this special coronation crown thanks to His Highness, the Holy Roman Emperor, King of Bohemia, Charles IV.
Stop! That is my crown!
The king who led the building of the St. Vitus Cathedral?
Yes.
The king who built the Charles Bridge?
The same. And I commissioned that crown. It has become the symbol of the people, and it has been decreed that only the true king could wear it and hold the crown jewels.
Oh, you did so much more.
Well, you could go on and on. I'm flattered. But yes, you see, that crown truly belongs to me.
Not anymore. Now it belongs to...
Me! Hello! I, King Rudolph II, do in fact deserve the crown.
You deserve the crown? Why?
Well, I brought Proc into the Renaissance. We learned to read the stars, and I made Proc the center of discovery, with alchemy labs throughout the castle and...
Excuse me, O King, but I do see here that you did spend a great deal of time and money on those mysterious, mystical experiments.
Yes, there is that. But I put Prague on the map.
That's nice, but how did all that help the people?
Help, the people?
Ha! Does that sound like someone who deserves the crown?
Wait, no, my crown!
The story goes that rulers and wars would come and go, and the crown jewels were scattered to many different places.
Until the Czech estates demanded that the king bring the crown jewels back to Prague.
Exactly right. They belong to the people.
Who are you?
I am your son, King Leopold II. I brought the crown jewels home. Then, I commissioned a case to keep them safe. My royal keymaker created 7 very special keys. At your service, the 7 keys to lock it up. And I gave those keys to 7 specially appointed people who could only unlock the case together.
You were right. The crown doesn't belong to anyone but the Czech people.
Here, Your Grace, the keys. And the crown jewels have been safe in Prague ever since.
Thank you for coming to our show. And thank you to my assistant, Nancy Drew. Whew, you saved the day. No, seriously, thank you. Thank you so much for your help. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Happy to help.
I hoped you liked the show. You, sort of seem like you might have some questions about the legends and hidden mysteries of Brock. Well, I'd be happy to answer them.
How did you know? Is the story a legend?
Okay, so what's awesome is that many of the tales that I base my Marionette shows on are actual famous legends. And in this story, the legend is a true one. See, old King Leopold did bring the crown jewels back to Prague to be kept in the castle. But they're not there anymore.
Where are they?
I took them.
You would be quite a thief if you managed that.
And if I were a thief, I would be quite a thief. But for now, the crown jewels are safe inside St. Vitus Cathedral, forever protected under Vault and 7 Keys.
Who holds the 7 keys now?
Nowadays, only the most important people. The president, the Lord Mayor, the Dean of St. Vitus. And so on, you get the picture. The guards no longer hold the keys. No movie stars, football players, or puppeteers, sadly.
What happens when they want to open the vault?
All of the key holders must come together. So they say.
So no one could steal each key and open the vault?
Do you think it would be that easy?
It could be. That's what worries me.
Come now. They've been safe for hundreds of years.
It seems like you care a lot about the puppets. Why do you put on shows every day?
Actually, marionettes. Do you know the difference? No, you're good if you do. It's just that I work with marionettes for fame and fortune, of course.
Seriously?
I am serious. I would have to be. You just experienced what skill is needed to keep things untangled.
I did. It's a lot harder than it looks. Why do it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, if I don't, who will? Look around you. We sell our heritage and people know so little of the real history. For centuries, marionette shows have kept our Czech language and culture alive. And okay, this may sound nuts, but I think if people know, they'll care.
It's really admirable of you to work so hard to keep your family and your country's traditions alive.
Oh, thank you. I really enjoy talking to people like you who show genuine interest. You know, and the children, they at least are entertaining.
That they are. Your accent sounds very American. Have you spent time there?
No, I've learned many languages during my acting career. But it is amazing what you can pick up from playing games and watching television in other languages.
I learned a lot.
There's always more to learn if you want to come by again tomorrow. If my assistant doesn't show up again, maybe you would be interested in some extra work while you're in town? Never mind, just... Well, thanks.
If I have time, I will, thanks. Elka recommended your show to me. I'll have to let her know I enjoyed it.
Thanks? She's like a kid sister to me.
Oh, good to know.